Today's Japanese slang term is kotatsu kiji. A kotatsu kiji is an article in a online newspaper, magazine, website, etc., which is really lazy and done without interviewing anyone or going out and collecting any information or data. The idea being that it is a article, kiji, that you could write while sitting in your kotatsu, the low Japanese tables that have the warming system inside them. Specifically, examples of kotatsu kiji are things like articles that are just based on a few tweets that someone found, articles that basically copy and paste things that the person heard on the news, or even articles that are written by AI. This term was first invented in 2010 when the journalist Masakazu Honda wrote this tweet saying that he called articles that were just piled together Frankenstein articles made from pieces of other articles, information online, kotatsu kiji. And from what I can tell, he's correct. He's the one that came up with this term. If you go onto Twitter and search kotatsu kiji from 2006, when Twitter started, till 2010 November, there's nothing. And then if you go to December, there's suddenly a bunch of posts. So even though his tweet didn't go super viral, he's definitely the progenitor of this term, and since then it has seen more and more use. Indeed, it's become so common that you'll even hear it in Japanese dramas. For instance, the recent drama Futekisetsu ni Hodo ga Aru uses it as a key plot point in one episode. And they call the kotatsu kiji something that first involves just taking two tweets and writing an article based on them, and then afterwards the responses to that article are then used for another article, which is an even lazier kotatsu kiji, and spelling errors, for instance, are listed as a common feature of these. So generally speaking, people are pretty negative about kotatsu kiji. While obviously you can write a very interesting, good article by just using sources on the internet, things being really lazy, really slapdash, really poor, annoying journalism is a key element. For instance, I know Wikipedia doesn't usually throw shade, but the Japanese Wikipedia for kotatsu kiji specifically calls it the antonym of field work. And if you look at the section they have on the positives of kotatsu kiji and compare it to the length of the section on the negatives, you don't have to know any Japanese to know that there's a lot more negatives being listed. So personally, I'm a big fan of this term because I've always hated these articles. They're just like, I read a few tweets and wrote an article on them, therefore this is news, but I never knew what to call them. And now I do, and now you do too. And I'll see you in the next video.